As you guys know, Pantheon Rise of the Fallen is a game I've been following pretty closely for a while now. It's a very cool MMO coming out by a company called Visionary Realms. Today we are here with some of the devs to, well, talk about what we're looking at, what we're doing, progress, and all sorts of fun stuff. So, without further delay and to get right to the gaming, Mr. Ben out there, how about you introduce us to the team and tell us what we're doing today?
Hey guys, thanks again, Co, for having us once again. Very excited about today's stream. We've got, oh my God, we've got so much. I'm not even going to start into it because it's just going to be exciting. Anyway, I'm producer Ben Dean. With us as well, we have creative director and lead designer Chris Joppa Perkins.
Oh, you want us to say something? Yes. Hello. Excited. Let's do this.
Proof of life.
Speaking optional, I guess. We have community manager extraordinaire at the Brass.
Hello, super happy to see you guys all. I'm not sure what just happened to the shaman. I'm sure I threw a buff on him. I don't know why he's almost dead on my screen. What's up, Kyle?
Yeah, I am still level 1. I'm setting up my character.
Oh,
so
that's why.
You just gave me about 95% additional HP.
Well, I'm happy to help you out.
So while we have you speaking, Kyle Olson is our lead programmer. Say hi, Kyle.
Hey guys, nice to meet you all.
And our senior content creator, David Schlau, otherwise known as Ronix Corpse.
You were already starting. Okay, I see what this. Hey, what's up, everybody?
And that's it. I think that's all of us. Yeah, I think we're just going to jump into a play session. I think Chris Perkins has some stuff that he wants to talk about before we get started, but if we're good to go.
Yeah, well, this is super exciting. It's been a while since we've done a gameplay stream where the focus was just on playing the game. So we want to get to that point, but I wanted to just highlight a few things for us that I think will help enrich the experience of viewing this stream as we move along. And so if we want to go ahead and start running through here, and we'll make our way to the
So just real quickly too, Co is going to be our warrior today. He's also going to be the group lead, so we're just going to kind of follow him at a certain point here.
Oh, we're doomed. Doomed?
Oh, we are so doomed. Speaking of which, what is this orb right here? Can I click this? Am I going to kill the party?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So we could have run right past that, but now you're noticing that there's actually an object in the environment that you hover over it.
Yeah.
It appears to be interactable. So why don't you go ahead and click on it?
Oh, your funeral. All right. I hear the echo of a voice, but I can't make out the words.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. So before we dive in here, I've gotten a little bit of a heads up on the warrior. I talked to them last night a little bit about it. But Ben, why don't you tell us a little bit about this class that I'm playing? Because a lot of people, I think, especially coming from like the old schooler games, I think warrior was pretty much just, you know, you hit a couple buttons and then that's the fight. But you guys are definitely doing something a little bit different with this guy. So,
well,
yeah,
even better.
What is this guy?
Why don't we get the lead designer to tell us about it?
Even better. I'm gonna pull some stuff while we do.
Please do. So warrior is we wanted the warrior to be more of an active play style, and also able to be reactive. You guys are gonna have to do this without me because when I'm talking,
What?
I don't multitask super well. But yeah, so the main thing with the warrior is we wanted to have a class that had a lot of different options for a lot of different situations. But most importantly, we wanted their role as tank to be active and involved, and we wanted to give you as much control as possible over your mitigation. And so you're noticing in the upper left here the nameplate where you see the row of shields. This is the battle point system where warriors it's a very simple build and spin mechanic. You're going to build battle points by using certain abilities, and then you have other abilities you can spend battle points on. But on the right-hand side, you see the resilience, and this is really purely a mitigation-based resource where your overall armor class, which includes your worn items, any buffs you have on at the time, those are going to play into the amount of resilience that you have overall. And every time you take damage, it's going to go through that resilience layer and however much resilience you have is going to determine how much damage is absorbed before it actually hits the rest of your mitigation. Now, the cool thing about it is, as you are fighting and tanking, your shield block ability actually is going to help you generate resilience. So that's kind of the way you heal your own resilience in battle, is by using shield block and timing your shield block to where it's going to maximize how much damage you take, so that not only are you reducing the amount of damage through shield block itself, but then it's going to help you generate that much more resilience.
Okay, so my shield block is only it's an instant cast with a 2-second. So I'm clicking that, and then any attacks that hit me for 2 seconds will then generate more hate on that target.
It'll generate more hate. It's going to reduce the damage by 60% while shield block's active, and then a percentage of the damage you absorb is going to directly regenerate your resilience pool. And then the higher resilience you have, the more damage you're going to absorb. So you're trying to time that shield block to make sure that you're using it when the highest amount of damage is coming in.
Okay. Oh man, okay. Yeah, for the record, it's a good time to mention that this is my first time playing this class in action. I'm sure many of you are watching this and going, "Oh my god, I could do this so much better." Spoilers, you could. So yeah, so we're kind of doing that as we go along here.
Strike of Breaking is going to help you build up your aggro as well.
Okay. Now let's go ahead and run out of this cave. These spiders in here, we're level 40, by the way, for those watching, and we out-leveled these spiders by quite a bit.
The orb is broken and silent. So are these the perception system that I'm seeing?
Absolutely is.
Okay.
One of the things we were most excited about showing off in this stream is how much work we've been able to do on the perception system, not just the technical mechanics of it, but starting to layer it into the gameplay experience so that it's feeling more like a native system to the game. So we're going to see a lot of different examples of that throughout the session today, and we've really actually already seen the two possibilities of how these perception messages can happen. One is passively by just kind of being in proximity of something, like just happened there with that broken pillar. You got close enough to it that your insight skill was high enough to actually get a little bit of a flavorful message about what you're seeing there. But then the first example we saw actually required you to notice something in the environment and click on it. And the idea is that as players experience this more and more, it starts to create this sense of always wanting to kind of check things out in the environment. If you see something that's interesting to you, there's a good chance that you're going to be able to get some more insight on it. So I would just encourage you, even now, before we get into the main run here, there's a couple of things just in this area here we could explore. Like, for example, if we came over that little crest there, we got the message about the cold and the vastness of this place. And as we look around, like, for example, let's say this fallen kind of statue head face here that's kind of fallen and sunken into the ground, this might be something that interests us. And so as we get closer to it, we would receive just a little hint, a little clue about what that is. Not too much. It's not overtelling or over-defining, but it's just starting to create that sense of, I wonder what else. I wonder what else I might be able to get some information on. And it begins to encourage players to explore and look around a little bit more carefully.
I kind of like it. It almost feels like you're playing with like a DM, and they're kind of giving you hints on the environment and what you're seeing and everything.
That's great to hear. Yeah, that's actually almost verbatim one of the inspirations we've had kind of guiding us in implementing the system. Is we wanted it to feel exactly that way, like the environment is the DM.
Very cool. So I'm seeing, now down there, I remember that bridge from some of our previous streams. Now, is that the same bridge that I need the freezing protection to get over?
That is the same bridge.
That I clearly do not have a lot of right now? Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe we should...
Thermal underwear.
Maybe we should go up and around this way. I saw a bridge up here. Maybe we can see
Yep.
what's going on in there.
Yeah, lead the way, man.
Now, just to be clear, do we have any kind of weird dev aggro thing going on? Or do I need to be, like, are things going to be aggro and I need to be careful? I'm noticing the
All
spiders
devs
are
We
aggro.
still have aggro off, yeah. It
Oh.
seems like.
Okay, okay.
No, we should
Do we
be
not?
all aggro on. No.
Okay, we're just higher level than these guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's just a thing in Pantheon. When you outlevel a potential enemy by a certain amount, it just gets to the point where they don't want to mess with you, unless it's something like an undead creature or something that doesn't have any kind of inhibitions.
So you can climb here. Okay, I was gonna say. All right, cool. Nice.
Kyle's
Oh, the climb animations are a lot. Oh man, look at that. Nice. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I remember when we saw this system for the first time, and it definitely did not look anything like this. There's been a lot of work on this.
My armor's a little heavy. If someone could help me up the cliff face.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put a hand down or something?
Not yet.
Oh man. By the way,
I'm
I'm seeing
so many plans.
I'm seeing a lot of questions in chat. Real quick, this is Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. It's very important to notice and mention that this game is an early alpha. There is going to be an alpha for backers, and we aren't even like to that point yet. So what you're seeing now is the early phases of the game. No optimization, lots of passes to go. So even now, I think it's looking pretty damn good. But just keep in mind, it's got a long way to go. They're still working on it a lot.
Yeah, that's right.
And if I can just plug shamelessly here, it is a crowdfunded project, so if you do enjoy what you're seeing, all of your pledges go directly towards the game. So you can visit us at pantheonmmo.com to see what we have available there.
Very cool. Oh, here we go. Now, do we have a... Oh, yes, we do. Forgotten Icebreaker scouts at you ready to attack appears to be formidable.
Let me see if I can scout up there for a second, see what we got.
Oh, Lord, I have made a huge mistake.
Here we go.
They're happening.
Okay. Things are happening.
Oh, is this the first group
God.
incoming?
No, wait.
I'm going to try to pull these... Oh, man, these are significantly harder than the other guys. Okay, let's see if I can...
Yeah, we're getting to some stuff that's actually our level now.
Let's see.
We'll just say, we got this. We've totally got this.
I really hope we do. Okay, let's see if I can pull this guy back a little bit.
As long as I have mana, we'll be okay.
Are they both on me or are they both on high?
I'll get the icebreaker if you want to.
Oh, there we go. Great. Mm-hmm. There we go. Perfect. Need to get more of those battle points. I like the shield block mechanic. That's interesting. It makes it so, like, you know, I'm kind of used for this kind of system where you're just spamming buttons every time they're up, but that kind of removes that whole feeling a little bit.
Yeah, it causes you to really pay attention to the attack speed, the attack rhythms of what you're fighting, because with only a 2-second window, you want to try and get a sense of how often they attack, what did their special attacks look like, and then you start timing your shield block around that. Now there's more going on in that system as well, so every time you get healed, a percentage of the effective healing done to you will also regenerate your resilience up to 50%. Healing won't ever take you past 50%. That's where shield block is going to be what takes you higher and higher. But the healers in your group are going to be able to help you as a warrior maintain your resilience level.
Right, so right now I'm just recharging your little resilience battery.
Oh, here's another one. Hopefully we'll be able to grab this guy a little bit better here.
Why aren't we dead yet? Why isn't Ronik dead yet?
I
So I still
know!
have a little bit of mana. Not much left, a little bit.
I just won a ton of money. They said I would die on the first encounter, so good job.
Hey, nice! Congrats.
Thank you.
So these seem to be pretty good. These, I'm noticing, like, there's a pretty palpable difference if I don't have my banner down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoops, used that early. That's how you know the tank isn't good. When he pops the shield thing and the mob isn't on him. God, what a nub. Oh God, he's running! Remember that other guy. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Where did that guy
Okay.
run off to?
Yeah, he's dead.
We got him.
We got him.
He got his buddy right before he died. Very traumatic experience for this worker.
So that kind of
Even get danger pay.
That
That's
kind of
great
plays
now.
into the AI system a little bit, right? Them fleeing like that.
Yep.
It does. It's not a disposition or anything, but certain mobs will have a chance to flee, and certain mobs will always flee when they get to a certain amount of health. But these guys, yep, see, that's natural, right? Like they're gonna want to try to find some friends to help.
I'm on a route.
So,
And,
you know, if
oh,
they
there
were
he goes.
proper
Yep,
dwarves,
there he
they
goes.
would not flee.
Got him.
That's a very good point.
Slowed him down.
I'm out of stuns. I can't stop.
I got slow on him.
We're good.
Little caltrops.
He reduced my. He resisted my route.
Cool. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, I'm not used to having to like look up for climbing spots. This is kind of fun.
Well, it's not always where you think it's going to be too. So feel free to try and see what's
Oh.
climbable.
Here's a really good question from someone in chat real quick. Can you please ask the devs something? Can you ask if you will see the same perception checks many times, or is it a one-time thing for each point you discover?
Hey, before I get into that, let's head back the other direction. I want to take us up this this side first. We can, if we have time, we can come back down and check out this,
Well, absolutely.
this area.
You guys lead away.
But that's
Oh, that
that's
wind is
cool
totally
though.
directional. That's cool.
When
Sorry.
we came out of that cave, like you saw that climbing surface in front of you, and it's instantly like, okay, that way. But then when you come back, you realize there's actually a
a way that I totally missed. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a great question about the pings, and it's the best answer I can give right now is that it's going to be varied. It's a pretty bad day if you can only get a ping one time, and if something starts attacking you, or your children run into your room and you get distracted and look away and you miss it, and that's the only opportunity you have to see that message, then it's a pretty bad day. So what we're probably going to end up doing is certain pings will have a shorter kind of internal cooldown where maybe they'll only fire every couple of minutes. Other pings might be up to 24, 48 hours. But beyond that, we may do something like just a personal kind of player option where you can go into like your game options and check a little checkbox of don't show recurring perception pings or something like that. If you want to just see it once, then you can do something like that. Then you can turn it off if you want to go back through and see the ones maybe you've been missing because you've seen them before.
Good call on that. So quick question. Does my shield block affect spells?
Does your shield block affect spells?
Yeah, like when I have my shield up for the shield block move and they cast a spell on me, is there anything there, or is it physical only?
It's physical damage only. If it's also absorbing spell damage, then that's just something that needs to be tweaked.
Oh no, I don't think it is. Yeah, I was
Okay,
just asking. Okay.
I didn't think so, but I was always you just never know. It always seems to be little things like that get dislodged. But yeah, it should be set up to only be absorbing physical damage, and same with resilience. Resilience should only be kind of absorbing physical damage that comes in, not magical. The cool thing about shield block though is that eventually when you're able to get certain shields that have like are made out of a material that has a reflective nature to it, then your shield block will also be able to reflect spells. So it won't be absorbing spell damage, it'll actually be reflecting them or have a chance to.
Okay, that's pretty great. Yeah, this guy's timing is completely different from the other mobs, so it's going to be a learning experience to be a tank, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's using a slower weapon.
Much slower weapon, yeah. He's also healing the jerk. Do I have a stun or an interrupt?
Shield slam.
Yeah.
Shield slam. There it is. Interrupting spellcasting and silencing for 5 seconds. Okay, cool. So I will try to hit that whenever he's casting.
Allow me to assist you by nuking him. It's one of the things I like about Cleric in this game is I actually get to do some damage.
Alright, waiting for that cast.
Maybe out of mana.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
way out
gosh,
of mana now.
great. Even better. Ooh, and there's his hammer, the Forgotten Sledge. Oh man, that thing hits like a truck. Wow, nice.
Can you equip it?
I don't know. Let's see. Character. Hey, I can. This
Nice.
guy is an 8.6. My current sword is a 6.94. This is a straight upgrade.
Boom.
It's mine now. Okay, I take it.
So I guess we're not rolling for it.
I think.
I'm gonna root the
see-
cold heart.
See, guys, it's totally understandable that you don't know this. It's called streamer privileges, and what that means is that I get all the loot all the time.
Yeah, that's
Great.
exactly right.
Oh, cool! I see my banner is taunting that guy.
Are you on the cold heart, Carnage?
I am on the
Oh.
cold heart. Yes.
All right.
Okay, I'll take the cross hand then.
Oh, my bad.
Bonnie,
Sorry, but thank you.
I'll,
Thank you.
I'll
No, that's
root
all
him,
good.
Ben, if you want. You can bet.
Yeah, let me. Let me see if I can separate him from that.
There we go.
Got his attention.
I'll pull this guy back a little bit.
There we go.
Go.
Nice
Perfect.
job. I don't have a proper stun up to interrupt. I'll have to change that between combat.
Oh, there's that interrupt. Perfect.
Nice.
Oh, I don't have an interrupt for that one though. He's too quick.
I got one.
Yeah, Ronak, you got an interrupt. You guys just need to.
Time it better. There's mine.
So here's me formal request that I'd like an interrupt too. Just add it to this condemn over here. That'll be great. I'll
Bam.
wait.
Oh, I go to block
I
his
got him.
attack and he starts healing like a jerk.
I got
I tell you.
I'm gonna bring down the thunder.
Alright. Just don't.
I got an interrupt ready to go.
Just straight on the outside. Let's go.
Do it. Do it. Do your heal. Do it. Oh, he's not gonna do it, is he? Do it. Do it. Ah, now he's dead. Dang it. I was so excited. All right, we're good.
Yeah, I gotta put another stun on my bar after this. This just ain't cutting it.
Mm-hmm. There it is. Beautiful. Okay, got another hammer on there if anyone wants it. And a
You
staff.
know,
All right, low on mana here. Talk some dev stuff while I drink my potions.
Oh, you know what? So, we haven't talked about it, but Ben, I've definitely been seeing a lot of people in chat saying, what does Visionary Realms have to say about Brad? Did you guys want to address that at all?
Yeah. So as you know, unfortunately, we lost our CCO, Brad McQuaid, on November 18th. It was obviously very shocking and upsetting to us all. We are continuing on with Pantheon. Pantheon will go on in Brad's memory. We also were pleased to announce last week, I believe, that there's a scholarship at the Laguna College for Art and Design. So you can check that out. We have an announcement on visionaryrealms.com for that. But the game will go on. We fully intend to support Brad's dream here as well. We all share the same dream, so that's what we all want to do. So
Awesome.
and
Thank
we'll
you
be
for
we'll be honoring him in game. Yeah.
yeah.
I have to say that when I first heard the news, of course, the first thing I thought was, absolute best of vibes to his family and all involved. The second thing that I thought about immediately was like, what does that mean for Pantheon? And when I talked to you, Ben, shortly after, I just got to say how extremely pleased I was that you guys are continuing on, that this has kind of like become almost a tribute. Like this, it's just great. There's lots of different directions this could have gone, and this is honestly like great timeline kind of stuff. So, yeah, thank you to everyone over there for just keeping it going. Because I know I speak for thousands of people when I say that. Yeah, we're really looking forward to this, and I think if anything else, this just makes us look forward to it even more. So,
Well, having that kind of support, that outpouring of support too, I mean, it just meant the world to all of us too. Just seeing everybody band together and just offering their words and all of their support. It was truly amazing. It was really humbling. It was awesome.
for sure. Moving on, A Lasting Hope says, can you speed up the combat? Actually, the combat is designed to be slower and more tactical in this game. Most MMOs these days are really kind of fire and forget, just lots of small mobs, really quick, low health pools, and it's designed to kind of keep you, you know, just kind of as fast as you can, moving through the content, getting the quests, you know, making sure you kill 0 of 8 kobolds as fast as possible. This is not one of those games. This game is much more about kind of the journey. It's a lot more tactical, and most importantly, because the combat's a little bit slower, if you're fighting 2 mobs and you know that that's going to take your group a while, it makes it kind of a big deal when a 3rd mob comes, and it makes it a much bigger deal when a 4th mob comes. So it's more of kind of a slower tactical feel, like a lot of the older MMOs had, and a lot less of kind of the theme parky, more kind of like, let's just get as many mobs killed as we can, move through the content kind of stuff that a lot of things do. Oh my god, I've made a huge mistake. Okay. Okay.
Lots of stuff happening.
We have made a very large mistake.
For a second here.
Hey, they bled my banner. That's impressive. Okay, which one?
I'm gonna root to the wolf hand.
Is that a boss that wolf hand with? While I panic push here.
Oh, we're in trouble, boys. We are in trouble, boys.
I got one of the wolves rooted.
What about a 5th mob? Oh, Von Snuggle, that's when you log out of the game. Yeah, that's just when you give up and you find a different game because you're gone.
Okay, now for those who are watching, you'll notice in the group of mobs here we actually have a bloodthirsty snowfall wolf. This is our first example of a disposition that's kind of naturally spawned here in the mix. So bloodthirsty would probably be what I would target first, since there's not a healer in this group that I can see. Okay. A bloodthirsty is going to have a chance with every single attack it does to cast to cause bleeding, and if it causes bleeding on you, then it's going to gain a buff called blood frenzy, and it's not so down as possible.
Okay, well, that is good.
I'm out of mana. Completely out of mana.
I'm trying to get you.
No problem.
Oh, there is a healer in here.
Let's tell everybody fine, because you really need something like a come up here and scout to see the.
You're cutting out really bad for me, at least CD.
Yeah, definitely a little bit. Oh, it looks like the Snowclaw Wolf is being healed, maybe by the handler.
Yeah,
maybe the cold heart.
Get somebody with stunts and kicks to sit on him. We can probably get wolf down. I'm out of mana.
Is this better as far as?
Yes.
Yeah. That's not I have died. I have died.
And we got another boss.
Oh, we got another boss? Oh, good. Good.
That may be that.
So,
well, thanks for watching the stream. That was a lot of fun.
If I'm going out, I'm going out. Oh.
God.
Let's see. Looking at the list, let's go ahead and blame that death on Joppa. Joppa, that one was your fault.
It's all me. It's all me.
Yes.
Clearly.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, what I was trying to say, I don't think you heard me because you were answering a question really well. But I was asking everyone to hold. In that climb up, there's a little kind of crossover point with enough of a platform where people can actually stop. And that climb is really dangerous because you've got lots of dwarves up there, but then you've also got 2 roamers, one of them being a named wolf, and you really need someone like a rogue to stealth and go up there and kind of scout a little bit so that you can time the ascent where you're not going to get those extra pulls, because if so, it's just really hard to handle that.
If so, it can wipe the party, as we have. I was just showing you guys what would happen if we didn't do what he said. You know, it's good to know what can happen, so you know. Yeah, you know, this is.
Yeah, it was a public service announcement.
Thank you. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Oh God,
Please watch for our upcoming YouTube series by Co-Carnage called "What Not to Do."
Like what I just did, for instance.
It's rooted, but we.
So I am getting the. I know this is super weird to say that there's a bug in pre-alpha. I know, right? I think it got fixed. I kept getting the "You have entered combat" sound over and over.
When you released your corpse.
Yeah, but when we died and then released. So I think that's why I may have accidentally engaged this crawler here.
All good.
I may have to kill this guy. I'll go here for a second.
I'll keep him rooted until we're ready.
Infamous Taco, we do what we can. We do what we can, man. Hey, Boom, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you. Are they going to be mage knights? And what kind of AoE taunts and aggro? You're still there. This is just a fraction of the classes that are available right now. There's going to be many classes are you guys going for, Elise?
12.
12. So this is we're playing with 6 currently, so there's 6 entire other classes that are with us right now. Is this an MMO? Yes, this is an MMO. I'm getting a flashing, looks like a debug screen in the bottom left. It may have gone away. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think we're good. Okay, I think things are kind of working their way out here. Be great. Will you be able to sheath your weapons out of combat?
Yeah, Kyle and I were just talking about that the other day, actually, that we would like to get sheathing in at some point, but it's one of those things that's more of a visual polish, and so it'll come a little later.
Cool. Yeah, I gotta say, from the little bit that I've played with you guys, it's really cool to see each iteration come out and just be more and more and more complete. Like this time, the big thing that I'm noticing is like the UI is much better, and it's more kind of, it's got that little professional touch, which I really like. I'm noticing I can make hotkeys now in macros. That's definitely new.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. Right-clicking brings that up. Everything is movable, which I also really like. The modular UI is good. But yeah, things are... Oh, there's that again, whatever that was. But yeah, things looking good. Things looking really good.
Now, did we just want to, just in the interest of saving time, since we've only got about 30 minutes left, did we want to just jump to where we died?
Sure.
Definitely, yeah. I was going to let us kind of heal up and med up here a little bit, but yeah, I'll and I can summon the group back up here to me. Just a sec. Clear enough.
Ooh.
I'll summon the group to me.
Oh, hi.
You know,
Oh.
I play an enchanter. Mikhail breaks my mezzes. I play a wizard. He breaks my roots. I just, I can't win.
Can't win, man. Some people are just anti-players. You can't do anything to escape them.
Yes,
That's
but
pretty
for
impressive
The
to
private
break a
side
root.
quest of getting Ronik killed, we just succeeded admirably.
So
Well,
tomorrow at work, you all get 1 donut. Congratulations. For the quest reward.
Dave, you're not the only one in on the Ronick Dies pool. Just
Yeah, that was what a scorched earth approach, where we died for the sake of making sure Ronak did.
I
It was
appreciate
the
it.
only sure way to do it.
That's
Okay,
what I
so
love.
this time we're gonna climb up. We're going to actually use this little ledge here. Cool. And for those, some of you may have noticed, but if you watch Joppa the Rogue here, you'll see that we have not only new stealth visual and animation, but we actually have our more complete stealth system that is actually a stealth detection system. So I'm able to move around the mobs as long as I stay behind them or out of their line of sight. I'm good, but if I get in their line of sight, then I run the risk of being seen, and it's been a lot of fun to get that in. So I'm gonna stealth, and I'm gonna go up there to scout out and see what we're looking at.
Cool.
climbing through the ogre.
That's right.
Now, can we aggro on the wall?
And
Yeah, you
Oh,
can.
we can. Okay. So I will be down here.
And
Okay,
walls
our
have
two-
lots of hit points, so.
our 2 roamers have roamed out of harm's way. So that would be a good time to come up, and I would suggest when you come up, as soon as you reach the top and pull yourself up, that you run immediately to the left to this little pocket where I'm standing.
Cool.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
We got an ad
When UK
right
is
around
asking
the
if we
corner.
can get knocked off the walls, we can, just not today.
Yeah, so eventually the plan is that when you are climbing on a wall surface, NPCs are going to be created with kind of the potential of a player climbing in mind. You can't introduce something like a climbing system, and we haven't even showed off the robustness of where the climbing system's at. I mean, climbing the sheer surfaces is great, but we haven't really gotten much into like ledge grabs and ability to traverse more organic geometry. And when we get to that point, hopefully we'll have time, but Kyle can speak to that a little bit. But if you get hit, if something, like right now, if you aggro a frost hand, one of the mages, one of the wizards with the frost bolts, and you start climbing, they will cast on you and hit you while you're on the wall. What won't happen is you get knocked off. We just don't have that in yet. But the higher your climbing skill is, the harder it'll be to knock you off. But there's always going to be that chance. And so, of course, if you're way up high off the ground, then that's going to be some nail-biting moments for sure. All right, so let's keep rolling. It's up to you, Ko.
Okay, sorry, I just turned around and noticed the nether dimension behind us.
Yeah, we can go check that out too if you want. Once we clear a path.
All right, so if I pull this guy right around the corner to our left, is that going to aggro the handler?
Watch the roamer that's coming back down too.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh, good. Okay, let's wait for this cold heart to go away just in case.
No pressure at all.
Yeah, no pressure. All right, let's go. Pop this guy down first. Help with the aggro. Did I just aggro him? No, not yet. Okay, here we go.
It's a party.
Oh, it definitely is. All right, I'm gonna focus on the frost hand.
Yep.
I got bloodthirsty.
Rest in peace, Banner.
Well, there's a bloodthirsty. Let's get the bloodthirsty
First. On it. Okay, good.
Yep.
Oh, the new targeting system. It's super easy to see who I'm targeting now. Really nice.
Yeah, you can thank Kyle for that. We went back and forth on the best way to do that, and he put in some major time getting that to actually be easier to see. I love it. I love how there's like softness in the other targets, and then your active targets.
I was able to want a target and immediately could see what's being selected without having to like look down at like a tab window or something.
Yep.
Okay, next up is the handler.
Oh, the patrol. We got the patrol. Oh, no.
Oh no!
Alright.
This one is Ben's fault. That was Ben's fault.
Yep.
Yeah. He's Ben.
Just watch out for the named wolf. Which,
Hey Ben, we're on stream. I'm gonna need you to focus up a little bit more, if you could. Thanks, bud.
Sorry.
So which one are we killing?
We're killing the wolf handler. Going for the wolf handler.
I'm just trying to get the aggro on the folder. I got it.
Now, is there any way for me to see who the mobs are aggro on at that time?
Sadly, no. That is something we need to integrate.
Okay.
That and cast bars. Very important.
Oh yes, that'd be
pieces.
super handy. Yep. Liking this banner of arms. Okay, let's put down the aggro banner. We definitely need more aggro here.
yeah. Now the cool thing about the Challenger's banner is if you drop it and you are in range of the target that you're building hate on, then that banner is going to spill over the hate it generates onto you directly with that target. But the cool thing about it is since you can place it at range, then it will actually serve as kind of a taunt dummy. The Challenger's banner has its own health pool, and you should try it here. Next chance we get, you can drop it from a distance next to an NPC, and it'll actually attack the banner until the banner dies, and then it'll come out. Okay, we just pulled the wolf. Named wolf.
Oh, the whole thing. Of course we pulled the whole thing. All right, Forgotten Frost hand next. Of course we did. I mean, that was the plan the whole time, right? Okay.
Cole, can you bleed more slowly, please?
I will work on that. I will. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna try to drop my banner next to the boss mob over here. Let's see if we can get them off, maybe. All right, this Frostian's almost dead. Great. Let's go for the Cold Heart next.
Yep, get that healer down.
Got my eye on this name mob, so I'll try to taunt them off if something happens here.
We're getting the cold heart, right? Yeah.
Is the shield block omnidirectional? Or do I need to be actually facing my person? Okay,
It is
obviously
omnidirectional right now.
It is. Okay, great.
Yep. But
Oh, there it goes. It's on my banner. Great. Okay.
Mitigation shouldn't actually work if the target is behind you in the long run at all. You shouldn't be able to dodge, block, parry anything.
Okay. That guy's dead. We'll go for the little wolf next, the Snowclaw.
Oh, I can't believe this is the exact pull we wiped on.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
we ended up.
Yeah,
well, I
we
guess we
did
didn't
a lot
stagger
more
it
later.
once. We staggered it. Yeah, that's true.
Less talking, more fighting.
That's right. Oh, that was very nice. Let's get this guy too. Start getting him on me.
I'd like to say we did really well this time around, except for then something else is going to land on our heads.
I know.
Way to
right?
jinx it.
Don't speak too
That's
soon.
how we get killed. Yeah, the gear that I have on now is kind of it seems pretty run of the mill. There's not many stats on it. It looks to be just like a standard ringmail set. Yeah, and then I am using a hammer that I looted, which is pretty nice. That's it for now.
Yep. It is pretty run of the mill. I've actually got a little baggie full of goodies though for you, Co.
Really?
I do indeed.
Yoink.
Let me.
I like bags of goodies.
Yeah. Let me see if I can give this to you real quick.
Crusader RO says combat takes way too long and it's very silly. No, okay, Crusader. Again, that's not something that needs to be changed, like you're saying, because that's kind of the point. If you're looking at this game and you're going, the combat looks way too long, then you have to kind of reorient about what you're looking at the game, because that's the style of this game. That's the decision the developers have made. So it's not going to be for everyone. Some people like the really fast-paced, like get through the conveyor belt, get through the theme park kind of thing, and that's cool. That's totally fine. It's a different flavor of ice cream. But there's some of us that really like the fact that the combat is slower. Like, I very much prefer slower combat. Lets you kind of get a little bit more involved, a little bit more tactical. It makes big pulls a lot more harrowing and stressful, and which is good because it makes you kind of like it plugs you in a little more. So again, like it's cool if you don't like this style of combat, but saying that the combat's too slow and it needs to change it, that's not really that's not really what the devs are trying to do. It's slow for a reason.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
We feel like there's plenty of offerings out there with faster paced combat, faster time to kill.
Yeah.
And there is very definite reasons that we've chosen to go this direction. That being said, there's still tuning to be done, and the warrior is a little OP right now. Oh, look at this! Look at this!
Oh, cool! So each bracer looks different. Okay, that's kind of great. Oh man, dude, this is looking good here. This is a pauldron. So this would go down. It's not arms, is it, or back?
It's shoulders.
Oh, up here. Oh, there we go. Okay, got to get the helmet on. Ah, yes.
I have never gotten a bag of goodies that looked that good from Christopher.
Metal. Are these called metal-plated kicks? Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Okay, that's an excellent name. Oh, that looks much better. Grips of war making. See, these are the kind of items we're going to be now bosses, aren't they?
That's right.
Oh man.
We've
Very
got
cool.
several
Much
new
better.
armor sets that have been made, but we just wanted the chance to show one of them off here on stream. I love wearing that armor as a warrior too. There's something that just it just is so substantial. It feels really good to run around in it. Now, before we take off here, I just want to, first of all, if we wanted to come up here and take a look at the what'd you call it? Oh, we've got a bloodthirsty up here.
Oh yeah, the Nether Realm up here. Okay. Oh, I'll grab this guy here. I think he's only one. Yeah, should be good. I'll pull him back here. So I'm noticing, okay, if I hit 1 for auto attack at range, is it automatically equipping my bow and doing a ranged attack?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we've talked a little bit about the disposition, in other streams, and it's nice to actually be starting to get some of that system in place. And the idea there is that NPCs will have a chance to spawn with a random disposition. We only have the bloodthirsty hooked up right now, but they'll be able to choose from a variety of different dispositions that they can randomly spawn as, and it will dramatically change either their actual behavior, their AI behavior, or could give them some kind of very significant strength or some kind of a leverage in combat that changes the nature of the fight, and that helps us keep combat encounters in the same areas fresh and feeling new, because you never know what combination of NPCs are going to spawn with those dispositions.
Cool. So a little bit of randomness in it.
Mm-hmm.
Change up encounters and how you approach them. Dude, what are we? Oh, God!
You can see
Oh,
those two
yeah.
there.
Surprise!
Okay, I'm gonna get the dead blade on me.
Yeah, I'll grab the frost handle
Oh God, that's gonna 3-shot me.
eventually.
Are you dead, Kyle?
No,
I'm good.
One of the
Oh.
abilities landed on me and chunked me for 1/5 of my health. I'm not tanky.
No?
Not with that attitude, you're not.
Anyone can be a tank under the right circumstances. It's just for how long you can be a tank.
Exactly, yeah. I could have tanked for a total of 3 seconds there.
It's clutch.
Oh, nice. Okay. Nice. Start working on getting this guy back. Oh, nope, not on me yet. Oh, we got an ad in the back, dead bleed. I'll get him on me.
Yep.
Now we do not have an enchantment, correct?
Correct.
Although, to be fair, you know, Jop is kind of enchanting.
True.
Scoring points.
Can I have a raise now?
That's yeah. Put you in a good spot. We was laughing with Brass before the stream. I was always love when we were able to get you on here, Brass. It was so much fun.
Oh.
That's something else.
Oh, he's running. He's running. We got ads up too. Oh god.
Oh boy.
He's trying to get buddies.
Yeah.
He's yelling across. Help!
Look at this dude too.
Trying to have a
He's
conversation here, and you're off aggroing things.
He's totally looking this way. Like, whatever, man.
It's too far.
It's too cold.
I just
Damn, dude,
tabbed
some-
over to the stream channel, was trying to click Co's buttons. It didn't, it just wasn't working out for me.
We keep getting weapon upgrades.
Oh, goodness.
Loving it.
I'm gonna just knock this guy down. We're getting an immediate spawn here. But I did want to just show off that there is. Noticed earlier that there is another perception ping over here, and it's kind of cool. And then you can just make out somebody up there on the anvil. Actually,
Astrid the Grandsmith. Hmm. So I should
Gives you a little
charge
sense of
over
what
to
it
him
is.
from here, right?
yeah, of course.
Just
Uncle
jump off and
Astrid.
spam my charge and hope for the best. Maybe I can do like a Michael Jordan style airwalk over to him.
Funny
I
enough,
do it
there is an
fantastic.
ability that you could use, but I think it's disabled right now. Yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
That's good for all of us. That's
Yeah,
better.
right. Oh, could you GM nuke this one more time? I got one more respawn on me.
Yeah, got it.
Now, where are we going next, Ka?
Oh god. Anywhere? Let's see what's up on top of this. If we can.
Let me just point out though that we might want to take a little closer look at the area we just ran through once we're done with this fight.
Oh sure. Sounds good. Okay, those guys are not roamers, are they? I don't think so. Okay.
I just want to do a quick shout out right now to our senior environment artist Jimmy Lane. If you just kind of look up in the air right here, you see this kind of fissure up in the ceiling of this cavern where the light is spilling in, and it's a very recent change that he made to this zone, and it's very fitting with Amberfaet actually sits underneath Tenebrous Tundra, and the natural light source on this level of Amberfaet is from these massive cracks and fissures in the top of the cavern. And then as you go deep, we're going up right now, but eventually there'll be a way to go down deeper and deeper into this cavern, probably into a second zone, and it's going to get pretty deep and dark and awesome down there. But I just love it's become one of my favorite parts of this zone, that big fissure up above us. So kudos,
Go, Brad,
Jimmy,
to
and
new level, dudes.
love it.
Ding.
Nice. So let's just take a look in this. We came up the climbing wall here. We pulled some stuff, but like we said at the beginning, like learning to pay close attention to the environment, learning to kind of look around more carefully, then reveals that there's actually,
Another climbing
Wait,
area.
I
back
didn't
here.
even know this.
Nice.
Are you kidding me?
Now where does this go?
This is
Yeah, the
don't know.
verticality is so cool with the climbing.
You know, the
Mhm.
greatest thing about this is we're all seeing areas that we haven't seen before, too. I mean,
I'm the
some
lead
of you have,
programmer.
but I
I've never
haven't.
seen this.
Uh-oh.
I've never
Brock,
seen this
the
mob.
con. Oh, he regards me indifferently. A moment of warmth. This feels like a safe place. Oh, what's up, dudes?
I can't believe I've never seen this.
Oh, look at this. Not often do we meet another warm body down here. Sometimes it's hard to remember there's still a world beyond this frozen expanse. I'd love to have a chat, but my study won't write itself. Could keep King Zabras waiting longer than necessary. Watch yourself out there. What's up, Grok? Jomato Ebakuda Grok. Oh, okay.
Oh, Grok.
Cool. Good talk.
Yeah. Just
Great.
keeping it real.
Keeping it real, yeah.
We get warm here.
It was important to us in this stream we've shown off the perception system. We've talked a lot about that, but the world needs just denizens that occupy the different area that are just here living and doing their own thing. And so it's not always going to be a quest. It's not always going to be some grand storyline. Sometimes it's just happening upon different adventurers or villagers or people that are just carving out their existence as well. And that's a huge part of the soul of this game, is making the world feel lived in. And so this was but it's also more than that too, in the sense that this really is a safe area. This area, we talked before about how we want, play sessions to be kind of at a core of like 2 to 3 hours. And we wanted there to be natural places where you felt like you could log out for the night and then pick back up the next day. And so this is an example of what one of those safe places could look like.
I remember in older games I'd play, there'd be a lot of like safe zones throughout larger levels. And whenever someone was like looking for a group in OOC or something, they'd be like, oh, where are you? Oh, I'm up at Grok's camp. Can you come get me here? And like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man.
You need a place to log out for the evening. You go log out with Grok and have a place to log in.
That's
Super
right.
Super cool, man. I like it. Oh, Joppa's going. Okay, let's go. Oh, Bloodthirsty repop on the back here.
Oh.
Go ahead and grab it real quick. Now real quick, I'm also noticing that I did something on my side, but is combat music disabled?
I believe it is. It's
okay. Just making sure.
It's just set as default to being off, and you can turn it up in your options.
Oh, can I? Ooh, options look better too. Nice.
Just real quick, some people have commented that Kyle's health bars are showing in the group window. That's just a bug in this build, unfortunately. But he is alive, I assure you.
No bugs.
He does indeed live. I know, it's so weird. Bugs in a pre-alpha. It's strange. Who's taking damage? Is that bleeding?
Looks like I am.
Oh, okay,
I'm
you're
good.
just bleeding.
I'm good.
Give it a dot?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
bleeding on me.
All right, want to grab these two guys over here? Go across this bridge?
Let's do it.
Do it.
Awesome. All right, I'll get the frost hand. There's another one in the back. Maybe I can avoid pulling him.
I'm on cold heart.
Now I'm noticing I have more skills. Like there's a couple skills in my skill book that I'm not able to use. Multiple hotbars. What are you guys thinking with that?
Yeah, so the limited action set is something that we've been talking about for a long time. We want combat to be strategic. We want you to think about kind of your loadout, so to speak. In these streams, we're moving relatively quickly through the content, and but in actuality, we want players to take their time to be a little bit more thoughtful. But at the same time, limiting the hotbars has also proven to be a bit of a design challenge and a concern for us as well in terms of the long-term viability. And so, and some of that is because, for example, if you've got clicky items and you've got consumables, things like that, then where do you essentially run around with your inventory open, just so you can have access to those things? And so we're considering a few different options for how to revise that approach to where, one way would be retaining the limited action set, but then having, a secondary hotbar for things like buffs and utility items and things like that. Or it could be just, opening up the hotbars and kind of going with a more traditional non-limited approach. So we just haven't landed on a final decision on that yet, but definitely need to get something in sooner rather than later for supporting things like buffs and utility items and things like that.
Cool. Very cool. Dead blade over here. And I'm assuming, you guys are going to allow remapping of like all the hotkey buttons and stuff on the available bars?
Absolutely, yeah. And that already works.
It does?
It does. It's Kyle. Is it the
right
issue
there.
that
Look at that.
it doesn't persist right now, or is it just? No?
As far as I
Okay.
know, everything is hooked up the way that it used to be. I haven't been told about anything.
Okay, cool. I think the issue right now is you can map it, but then on the hotbar it doesn't retain like
We got a runner. We got a runner.
like it'll show like the if you use like the
Oh.
G key.
All the funds.
Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord. Okay, oh. Oh God. Oh God. Oh,
Ow.
this is trouble. This is trouble.
Someone
Oh,
else
here comes
pay.
another one. This is trouble. Okay. I'm gonna. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna let them handle that.
Okay, I'll try and get him off. Yeah.
Oh, it's cool. It's totally cool. I'll get on the wolf handler here. Do we have a bloodthirsty? No,
No.
we don't. Oh, the frost hand's the healer. Let's actually do the frost hand first.
I'm completely out of mana from the last pulls too. This is good.
It's all right. I can self heal. I can
Should be
supplement
fun.
heal.
Should be fun.
Oh, we've got a lot more respawns over there.
Yeah, just let me die.
Are they chaining? No, thank God.
Hope one of you has an EXP rest.
That's a patrol coming back at us too. We can see him. Oh no, he
Yeah,
stopped.
I've got a
You
res,
want to
so-
rest now, Chris? I can grab you too.
No, you stay focused. It's all good. I like chat device. I need to get to Grok. Grok probably could help me out there.
See, that's
Run
right.
down.
Where's our boy Grok at right now?
Nice.
Cooldown's coming.
Trying to get this guy off the neck, but he's not being very agreeable. There we go.
Are you just stealthed in the corner watching us?
Yeah, man.
Uh-oh.
You suck.
You guys got this.
Hey, some people like to watch.
Guy.
It's cool. Don't hate. Don't hate. It's fine.
I'm assessing the situation.
Oh God, there's the
Oh,
name
is that
guy.
what you're doing? Assassin.
Here it
Alright.
comes.
Oh, here it's all over
You
now.
guys let me
Oh
root,
my God.
let me root the name.
I'll just be over here crying.
Okay.
What are you on now,
Oh,
Ko?
this is so great.
Handler?
What's up? I'm on the Snowclaw Wolf. We're getting the little ads down here. This entire stream today has been one big lesson in always bring an enchanter. Always bring an enchanter. All right, now we're on the handler. This guy caster, I don't think so. Man, he's got a lot of attacks. Let's get a shield up here. Oh, of course. Banner placement system seems pretty solid. I'm liking that.
Yeah, they're feeling really good.
And some other plans for them too. Other interactions with your abilities with them. It's gonna be fun.
Cave Hallman says, so for no particular reason, a question popped into my mind. Can you blacklist such ignore people? I'm sure they will put that in the game for you. That's
gotta have
kind of an
stuff like
MMO
that for an MMO.
staple these
Yeah,
days.
Let me do that with Ronick right now. I'm tired of listening to his stuff.
Can feel the love.
Wait till I get back on the enchanter.
Right,
Yeah,
this
I'm
guy on me. Oh, I think, is he on me? Oh, is he on my banner? Don't think he's on Ronick. You know, he did this last time too. There may be something going on with this particular mob.
So we've got about 5 more minutes. Do we want to check something else out before we?
Could explore some of the climbing a little bit.
Well, why don't we
the
do
more
this?
the
Why don't
better.
we turn aggro off so that we can just kind of take a look at some of the other parts of the zone here. There's another interaction I'd love for us to see over by the over across the bridge here. So let's turn aggro off, and then I'll take lead here. And wanted to show off a little bit more of the zone.
Sure.
Got Ko's aggro off.
Oh yeah, I actually got that message in my thing here. The bridge
Nice.
sounds as old as it looks. Nice. That's
Somebody did
Oh,
not
good.
turn off the
Brass. Here,
woo.
grab brass as well.
I love that there's a full
Sorry.
graphic with dev
Yeah,
killing.
sorry, I
That's pretty
thought
great.
I had it all.
It's all
My
good.
bad.
I like to keep it subtle.
Oh, there's another group here.
Oh hey guys. Yo. Another group doing some testing. We're going around here and going up. Cool.
Yep.
Max Headspace says, turn aggro off. Can you do that with my wife? Oh, I see we got a dad in chat.
So here's a quick example of
Up.
Oh.
Kyle.
I turned my aggro off. I'm sorry. I
kidding.
thought it was off.
That was good.
All good.
That was good timing. So we've seen sheer surface climbing, ledge grabbing. Here's a good example here. You can jump up and grab, surfaces like this.
Ooh.
Free hang. You can pull
There's
yourself up.
There's
You
no
can
design
shimmy.
work that goes into this. It's a completely dynamic system. So we don't say what can be climbed on. We only say what can't be climbed on.
Correct.
Interesting. Okay. So getting to like certain mobs and stuff could involve like grabbing on a ledge, crawling to another area, pulling up, climbing up a wall, then dropping down to a ledge, crawling across
Exactly.
It's completely
that.
free roam.
Okay.
And it's the kind of emergent behavior that we're designing these levels with that degree of climbing freedom in mind, but it's also within those constraints there will most likely be secondary and tertiary paths to things that we haven't accounted for, and we're cool with that.
By the way, guys, I'm seeing a lot of great questions in chat. Today has been mostly just like an update and catch-up stream. Hopefully in the future we will do more streams that are more kind of Q&A focused, in which case we can answer a lot of those questions. Also, please keep in mind there's a lot of questions I'm seeing in chat that are definitely in like the nearly complete or getting close to finished category. Like how many character slots will be available, stuff like that. It's still pre-alpha right now, so all those decisions are probably going to be made a little bit later. Yeah, this place is huge. I agree, Bronson. This place has been gigantic so far. We've already covered a lot, and now we're like multiple floors above where we started, and then we come over this ridge and there's still a huge amount of stuff to see and look at. This is a really big dungeon. Reminds me of an old place called Velks.
Nice.
Except
Nice.
more
Slab.
structure.
It's good to hear. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of let us visit the keep here real quick. We've got another one of those pedestals. This is actually the only other kind of active one we've seen.
Oh yeah. So we can click this guy too. The voice is more clear, an echo of the word forgotten. Oh my lord, looking at all these mobs and how close they are to each other. Oh, I'm getting tank anxiety. Damn. These dwarves chose to settle up here far from where they began down below. Huh. Another interesting thing I'm noticing, and this may have something to tie into the lore, but this place is obviously designed for very large people. So it begs the question. Yeah, no books or paintings, no memories. That begs the question, who actually built this place? Because it probably wasn't the dwarves. I could do this all day for the record. Basically, my whole stream is just a various amount of humming. Cool. And also, I'm noticing I can't open this door.
All seems to mean something. Let's
gotta mean something.
come in here real quick, Co. Let's finish up in here.
Sure.
Just want you to. So here's the boss, by the way. Maybe we can get him next time.
Oh, look at this little dude. He's got like a rune sword and little wings on his helmet. Oh, this dude means business. I want that sword. Next time.
Yeah, that's my favorite sword.
Oh, dude, it keeps going to the back? Oh, there's another bloodthirsty. Nice. Ooh. The air feels a bit warmer here. Oh!
I really want to hear some more about the lore here and why these dwarves are such jerks.
Hopefully somewhere in the lore it describes why there's such a bunch of just jerks. I agree. Oh, how did you find this place? Who told you? Was it that? No, forgive me. I don't mean to shout. Don't even remember what I was getting on about. Please leave me alone within the quiet of these walls. Jundin Fell, forgotten historian. Oh. The box feels warm. What is going on here? Can I open it? I can't seem
Not
to
yet.
open it. Oh my. See, this is the stuff that has me pretty like this stuff is cool. Like being able to go through a dungeon for the first time and interact with the environment and actually like get these little cues and stuff. Like, it's I don't know if I've really done that at least properly in an MMO. So that's an interesting way to play. Like every area you would want to go to at least once just to kind of see what's there and get all the interesting loot, and especially if stuff like this is done where like, you know, something in this box is like an item you can't get anywhere else that may have a clicky effect that just isn't anywhere else in the game. It's kind of like, well,
Yep.
I guess that goes on my laundry list of something I have to do with every character. So and have those
maybe it's
all
locked
over
away.
the world, and
Maybe it's
Oh,
locked away
man.
in a spot that you can't get to without climbing. So you see something, but your climbing skill isn't high enough to get to that spot yet. So you come back to this zone later once you've advanced and learned how to climb, you know, slippery surfaces better or rough rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Journey Jen says, yeah, there's J boots in the box. How do I destroy the box? Destroy this box immediately.
The pieces.
Just smash it. Oh man. Well, guys, this has been awesome. This has been so much fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun for us too. It's so nice to be able to show the game again. Gameplay streams, would love to see those coming more consistently. I'm sure it doesn't feel like enough, but it's been great. I really appreciate the time, Co.
It's been, you know, few and far between, but the thing is every time we see it, there's palpable, tangible progress. And I think that's the big thing. Like every time I've played this, it's felt more and more like the game that I can see myself playing for weeks and months. And that's awesome. So I mean, you guys have obviously got the you've got the calculations down. It's clear you guys understand how to design these levels. The mechanics are in place. You know, I'm guessing at this point it's just a matter of developing the world, fixing everything, making it all work. But I mean, we just six grouped this little area, and of course there's things that can be worked on and fixed. But I mean, almost 75% of it is there. So
Yep.
Yeah, man, this is really cool. This is really cool.
That's great feedback.
And
It's
awesome.
exciting.
Well, hey Ben, I'm sure you have some stuff you want to mention as we wrap up here. Why don't you take it away?
Well, I just wanted to thank you, Co, and thank you to everybody who tuned in to watch the stream today. We do have a lot more going on. Every 2 weeks, we are doing our own stream on twitch.tv/Visionary Realms. It's more behind the scenes type stuff where you can see what's being developed and how it's being developed. We like to bring on various devs to talk about the work that they've been working on. So that's twitch.tv/Visionary Realms. Also, once again, Pantheon is largely crowdfunded. All of your pledges go directly into development of the game. We want to thank all of our contributors so far. If this does look like something that you'd like to be playing, that you'd like to see come to life, you can certainly help us out, and we certainly appreciate your help. You can do that at pantheonmmo.com. There you'll also find a lot more information about the game. Co, again, thanks for having us. This was one of the most fun streams yet, and we still have lots to go to stream. So
For sure. Well,
Looking forward to more.
as I like to end each stream, I am already anxiously awaiting the next opportunity. I can't wait to see what we have next. And also, for those who don't know, one of the reasons that the Pantheon guys went kind of quiet for so long is they were working on a big, kind of gigantic vertical slice of the game called Fair Fail. So, oh man, I am waiting for the day when we do the dev stream and start to see all of the amazing stuff that is in that region. It is going to be real. Well, guys, for everyone in chat, thank you guys so much for watching. All the developers, thank you for taking the time, and thank you for being here. Not only should you guys follow the Twitch channel Visionary Realms, which I spammed in chat earlier. It's a great opportunity to stay kind of caught up on the progress direct from the devs. But it's also important to mention that not only following this broadcast, but also on YouTube, and you can find a lot of these guys on the Visionary Realms Twitter, there is a rather large community built around Pantheon that continues to do videos that will take streams like we did here and do like roundtable discussions on what they saw. There's also a very active Reddit. So there's lots of fun places you can keep caught up with the Pantheon development. And yeah, I'm lurking in a lot of those places, so hope to see you there. So anyway, guys, thank you so much from me and my community. This has been a lot of fun, and we will see you all next time.
Thanks, Cal.
Awesome. All right, my dudes. Well, that was our power hour of Pantheon. Again, just a huge thank you to the developers. It's so much fun doing this. For the record, I saw this question in chat. This was not a sponsored stream. I am not being paid by the Pantheon devs. I'm doing this purely as a fan. I'm actually a backer, like many of you are of Pantheon. So if anything, I paid them for this. But yeah, so this is just me as an old school EverQuest player, very much enjoying all of this fun. And hopefully some of you guys did too. So on that note, dudes, I am out of here for now. I want to thank you all so much again for being here. I'll be back tomorrow morning with Mech Warrior 5 with the moderators, or tomorrow afternoon for potentially one of the last Divinity OS2 streams, as we are quickly approaching the end of our Divinity journey. So hope to see you there for it. Also, the System Shock demo is going to be at some point, so keep your eyes on for that. And yeah, that's about it, my dudes. Thank you so much for being here. Have an absolutely awesome rest of your day, an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, and we will see you tomorrow for more fun and games, or hell, maybe next Pantheon stream. Bye-bye.